What's happening, troops? And I'm just on my way to work, but today I'm actually going to find out if my melanoma skin cancer is back. I've got an appointment at Wishaw General, which is a hospital, a main hospital in Scotland. Got the appointment at 11 today, so I'll keep you up to date. I think I'm going to try to take these. In with me. Fingers crossed. I'm hoping it's going to be good news. I'm sure it will be. I've had a mole cut out or removed about a month ago, so the results will get in for now, and I'm assuming that's what the appointment's about. So I'll seize in a wee bit. Right, as you can probably tell, this is the following day from the last clip that you saw where I told you I was just heading to work. I was going to the hospital that day to get the results for the skin lesion or mole that I had removed. Just before I get into the video, I'm definitely not saying that I don't recommend anyone use sunbeds or melanotan, or that I'm personally against them, because if it wasn't for my daughter, I would probably still be using them as well. I've done a previous video on this before. If you've not seen it, I'll put the link in the description below. You can go have a look at it. Most people don't actually know, because when I found out last time, I wasn't that big on telling everyone. I didn't really want everyone knowing my business. Now that I'm doing this, I thought it'd be a good idea just to kind of make people aware of it, and maybe think about the subject, that it's a possibility it could happen to anyone. So about a year ago, I can't remember the exact amount of moles, I don't want to sit and count them, but I had a good amount of moles removed that had changed shape, colour, pattern, stuff like that, which are all the telltale signs of skin cancer. And so I had them removed, they were sent away to get tested, and it actually turned out that there was melanoma in them, which is a form of skin cancer. Thankfully I caught it early, so I just had them, more of the section removed, sent away and tested just to make sure it was gone. Told myself that it was a one-off, won't happen to me again. So after all my scars had healed, went back to using sunbeds, went back to using melanotan, and obviously someone like me, I don't know how I look on the camera, if I've got a tan or not, but genetically I'm very, very pale, and I'll just post photos of me here with a tan. Right, so as you can see, obviously it was working. I did have a nice colour, and that was just purely down to hammering sunbeds and using small doses of melanotan every so often. Now obviously anyone that uses sunbeds and melanotan, I know people that have used melanotan for years and they're perfectly fine. So at the end of the day, it normally does come down to genetics and just your pot luck, and mine's wasn't good last year's, and that's just the way it is. So talking about these ones, I had it removed around a month ago. It was just the one on my upper arm, and then obviously I had my appointment yesterday, and it turns out that the melanoma is actually returned. I was a bit gutted yesterday. I didn't really want to make a video on it, but I didn't want to leave it too long where it's not really relevant at this moment in time. So I've got an appointment on the 20th of September, which is next Friday, and I'm going to have, well, she didn't actually tell me how many, but there's a few on my back. This one's going to get cut wider and tested again just to make sure that it's not spread. That's obviously their main concentration. They want to prevent anything from spreading or going any deeper or further than it already is. So fingers crossed that after the 20th, once the results come back, I don't hear anything or I don't get called up to the hospital, then that means I'm all good, I'm all clear, there's nothing to worry about. Normally, if it wasn't for Harlow, I would probably, even after this second time, I'd still think that it's not going to happen to me again. I'd still use sunbeds, but now that I have a daughter, obviously my circumstances have changed, and I've got a different priorities now. So I will be stopping the sunbed usage, definitely the melanotan usage. Personally, I don't think they're fully responsible for the melanoma getting it the first time and it returning this time. It's just my bad luck in my genetics. I'm not supposed to have nice dark skin, that's just the way it is. So in all my future videos you can expect me just to keep getting paler and paler until I'm like the colour of that wall. So this video, it's not more me try to put people off the idea of it, because I know everyone's has the same thought process I do. It's not going to happen to me, I'll be fine, whatever. It's just to kind of give you a heads up to keep an eye on like moles, especially freckles, any changes in colour. My previous video I've covered what you should look for, so definitely give that a watch. It's just to more make people aware of it, and hopefully to keep you on the ball and prevent anything from happening to yourself, or if anything does, touch wood, that's caught early, it's removed and you don't need to worry about it. But that's it for this video, troops. It's just a wee heads up, like I says, and that's it.